You know what's nice? I went backstage to say hi before the show, and your mom was there, and you introduced me, and I realized I always think it's nice when people bring their family along with them to showbiz occasions or events. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Who did you bring? You brought some family member to the? You were nominated for a Golden Globe, and you brought. Who did you bring?
I brought my mom. I brought that same lady, and we sat.
That same lady.
That same one, the same mom, and we sat at a table next to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Whoa.
Which was like the ultimate thing to bring your mom to.
Sure.
Because she never drinks, and there was this giant bottle of Moet champagne because they were sponsoring the event, and so she had a lot of champagne. And she was talking to them about their kids, which was really interesting.
What?
And funny.
So your mom was getting pretty loose at the time.
She was getting pretty loose, and she was like, now you guys must be so tired, you two. And then she's leaning over me to Angelina Jolie, and I'm like... And Angelina's like, yeah, you know, all these kids. My mom's like, now how old is the old? They grow up so fast. You're gonna, it flies, it flies. And I was like, oh boy, oh boy.
So she was really getting into it with them.
It was fun. It was pretty fun, yeah.
Who else have you taken to an event? Have you ever taken like a grandma or any?
Oh, grandma, yeah. That was last week at the Today Show. They came in, we did the Today Show for Crazy Stupid Love, and they came down and they said, your grandmother's here. Can she come back into your dressing room? And I was like, what is my grandma doing here?
Oh, she wasn't even invited.
No, she just, it's like, grandma's here. I was like, oh, well, okay. Nene, I call her Nene, and she came into my dressing room, and she was like, now, Emily, my real name is Emily. It was taken at the Screen Actors Guild. She said, Emily, do you remember when you were 10 and you were waiting outside the Today Show and you had a sign and Ann Curry said hi to you and you were so excited? I was like, yeah, I remember. Please don't tell her that. And she said, oh, I already did. She let me in. So great. She is so nice still. Oh, boy. And then I met Matt Lauer, and he's like, your grandma told me so much about you earlier. It's great to see you.
Let's get started. So, a bedwetter from an early age.
It was pretty much...
That's sort of my nightmare scenario, is whenever my parents start to creep into my show, I love them, but whenever they start to come into the showbiz life, I think of all the stuff they could say about me.
They might.
Know, all the operations. So you're so busy right now. You've got so many movies you have Crazy Stupid Love, okay, with an incredible Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling. I mean, must be a lot of fun to make this film.
Yeah, it was not too shabby. That was pretty mind-blowing.
And The Help opens in August, is that correct?
Yeah, August 10th.
Wow.
So that's a pretty close proximity to each other.
Now, I hope there's a long scene in that movie where all the characters talk about how much they'd like to do me.
There obviously is. It's 1963 Jackson, Mississippi, but it's all Conan all the time.
Good, because that'll make up for that. In the future, there'll be a guy who we all want to do.
Yeah. You're not going with that ginger junk, are you?
Andy, don't let it... I don't want it to catch on.
Sorry.
It's too late. Well, Crazy Stupid Love opens Friday, and The Help opens August 10th. Emma, real thrill having you on the show.
Thank you so much for
Thanks a lot.
having
You're
me.
hilarious. Emma Stone.